everyone. So this is our app LoopZoo. Basically, the overview of this app is it's a game where you can play with other players. And the premise of the game is you just want to name an animal that starts with the letter that the last animal ended with. We'll into that a little bit more later, but a little bit more about the game is it allows users to create and join rooms so they can play with other users. And then it also has real-time video streaming, and you can also see how different users are playing the game in real time. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to accept the cookies. We have a banner right here acknowledging the use of cookies in our app because we use that for authentication with JWTs. And then I'm going to show you how to sign up. So say we want to do like testing as our username. And then for our password, we have requirements where it has to be at least 8 characters with an uppercase letter and a special character. So I'm just going to create this account right now, try to sign in with it, and then it should work. So yeah, this is the lobby where you can create a room, join a room. It also has a list of available rooms. So right now I have my partner Hawko in one of the rooms, and I'm just gonna log out and then log in with an existing username to show that that part works too. So I have this one right here, so that should work. And then I am going to try joining an existing room right now. So I'm going to allow camera and microphone right now. So I have it on. Jakob, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now we're both in a room, and do you want to try starting a game?
Yep.
Okay, sweet. So this is a game. So it's Jakob's turn right now. So he's gonna name an animal starting with B. Then I can name something starting with T. Tarantula, I guess. Um, and then there is a timer that kind of counts down. Um, and then you have 30 seconds to name an animal. Um, Snake, elephant. Okay. So I'm gonna try winning this round just so you can see what the winning screen looks like. So after this one, I guess we can just stop the game. But yeah, so just a little bit more about the app while the timer runs out. Every time you create a room, it gives you a 6 character generated code. So here we have CIKQG5, and then it also lets you enable or disable microphone and camera access whenever you'd like. So I can turn off my video and I can turn my voice off, and Hawkub can do the same. And we'll see as it runs out. Um, I've won the game and I can return to the lobby. So now I'm going to try creating a room and have Hawkub join. So this one needs two. The way we have the room set up is it needs at least 2 players to start the game. So now that Hawkub's joined, we can start it.
Hello.
Oh yeah, and we can also hear him. And I'm just gonna try losing this round, just so we can see what it feels like from the loser's side. But you see, it also has these turn counters, so it has whose current turn there is, and it has the next turn. And also, we had it. If you do enter a duplicate animal, then it won't let you enter in the same animal twice. So feel free to test that out yourself. But as you see, the timer is about to run out right now, and I've lost. I've been eliminated, and now I can return back to the lobby. And then something that's pretty cool about the available rooms is that it also deletes the rooms from the database once everyone is left. So that's a pretty neat feature. And we also implemented a caching layer on top of the database. So the way that we use our cache is that we cache all the available rooms for frequently accessed room data. So for example, when we're constantly updating the rooms or on constantly trying to like access an individual room, we have that data in our cache so it can be easily accessed and fetched. Um, and then a few other requirements that we did in our app is this is a PWA. So we should be able to download the app, and it should also work offline in case like the internet goes out or something. And then we also made it responsive. So if you want to test this out on different screens, um, oh yeah, this is how it looks like on an iPad mini. This is how it looks like on an iPhone XR. And then yeah, you can try all these different screens, see how they look. Um, and we also have it deployed on Google App Engine, which will attach a quick little clip of that afterwards. And then just a little bit more about the tech stack that we used for the app. We use Tailwind CSS for styling, and then we use the React front end. Our back end is in Express, which also works with the Socket IO for the video streaming. And then we also use MongoDB as a non relational database, using Mongoose as an ODM or an object document model in order to protect against SQL queries and just to make our app more secure. And then we also have sufficient color contrast, and we added a few accessibility features for our app. The authentication, there's no page scrolling, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
For our project, we deploy using the Google App Engine with Google Cloud. So essentially, in the workflow, the YAML file, we essentially authenticate into Google Cloud with the credentials and the project ID, and we essentially just deploy both the client and the server to the App Engine. And in this workflow, we have some like sanity checks. So like here we had a bug that regarding the base index.html. We also just make sure that they're deploying to the correct URLs. But here on the App Engine interface, we can see the services that we've deployed. So if I click here, the client, here you can see our app fully.
This is the demo of our app part 2. I just wanted to touch base on a few more of the requirements and also showcase the PWA part of our app, since I kind of forgot to do that last time. So a little bit about how our app runs is that it's a React front end, and then it communicates with an Express server, which also works with Socket IO for streaming, which is what allows the video and audio streaming and like real time seeing what other users are doing. And then we also have a MongoDB database, which we also have Mongoose as an ODM for that. And then as for caching, we use an in-memory cache to cache the rooms and the most frequently accessed information. And then I'm just gonna demo the PWA part really quick. So this is our app. You can kind of see it in my doc right here. In the app version, it pretty much just works like the regular version. You can log in, create a room, join a room. You can log out, and yeah, that's pretty much it.